Adolfson Peterson is now celebrating its 70th year of business in the construction industry. It originally started as a mason organization way back when, 70 years ago, has now evolved to a border-to-border and coast-to-coast construction company, serving nearly all markets in the commercial sector. At the core of construction accounting, we need a source of truth. That source of truth, we rely on Spectrum and Dexter Chaney to make sure that source of truth has the level of data integrity and reliability that we need to run our business.
When we set out on our cost management and projections process a couple years ago, we looked at integration partners within the construction industry. We landed on an integration partner that had the ability to build adapters for different accounting software platforms. We contracted with Dexter and Chaney's professional services team to build out some additional web service adapters for our specific project.
And unfortunately, the margin for error in projects is so small these days, and the tolerance for an owner these days to pay more than that is also very thin. And that's why when we deploy Spectrum, we deploy Dexter Chaney, it is centralized. The drive is to make sure that I could pluck anyone out from any region. They can come into another region and know how to do the job.
Spectrum allows me to support the people that I work with. We're using it as our system of record for contract and financial purposes, generating reports. And we have some customized reports that we've been able to work with Dexter and Chaney on creating that are good for our organization and our financial reporting.
The Dexter and Chaney Spectrum web user interface was one of the easiest for us to pick up and learn. The tabbed navigation is best in market that I've seen out there. And it being web-based, lightweight, we can get to the data we need to in an extremely fast manner.
Depending on how we need to update certain project information or contract information, I can have those reports queued up in one tab, go to another tab within the software to make my changes, and then I can continue to go back and forth running the reports, making sure that it's having the financial effect or the effect that I was thinking that was going to happen. The Spectrum system and application is very solid as far as data integrity and the storage of the data.
There's probably two main things that I use Spectrum for in my role. One is the invoice approval, which we started doing this as the first project where I've actually done that in there, and it goes a lot smoother than how we used to do it. So I really like that aspect of it. The other is the integration with the other software that we use. Makes our reporting and projections a lot quicker than it used to be because they will interact with each other, so we're not doing essentially the same task twice.
Spectrum has made my job much easier. If we did not have Spectrum, I can't imagine how long it would take for me to do a month-end close. With migrating to version 14, we were able to build a plugin with our project management software, which allows us to now, with the web services that have been created with version 14, we are now allowing our project managers to stay mostly in the project management software, doing the majority of their work there, and having it talk back and forth between Spectrum and Prolog, which is our project management software. We just recently rolled out our new pre-qual for our subcontractors to complete using the Dexter Chaney product Plan Room. And one of the big features for me in that was that it does not cost the subcontractor any money. We've been working with Dexter Chaney on this for the last couple of years. The product is great.
So we look at this from a software perspective. It's not just software to us. It's a critical component of how we execute that business. And that's where Dexter Chaney plays that important part as that trusted member within the organization that becomes part of the fabric of what we do every single day.